Hey there and welcome back to The Sims 3. My name is Pete and today we complete another episode of this attempt to fully complete The Sims 3 World Adventures. Last time we left off, after a stay-at-home episode, we expanded our gazebo with a nectar-making area, started planting some fruits for it, Yooni also completed her first skill challenge, and Sanat actually completed 2 while also maxing out the photography skill. Today we will be traveling again, starting right away. Sanat and William leave the tent, Sanat packs it into his inventory and then plans the next trip. We will be going to Shang Simla once more, but for a change it will be a group journey. Yooni of course has the most to do here, but Sanat and William will both tag along too. 2 instances of the Prepared Traveler lifetime reward already allow our Sims to stay 9 whole days. No need to spend more for even longer. And so, the party heads off and we rejoin them at Shang Simla base camp, where we see the main reason for William to join this trip, a wish to visit China, now fulfilled. It is Yooni, though, who will be the protagonist of this journey, picking up a quest from the adventuring board posted by special merchant Ku Hao Yit. He needs someone to explore the Dragon Cave, and that sounds like an adventure that's right up our alley. Sanat, meanwhile, has gone for a jog to the market, not only working on his athletic skill, but also fulfilling his wish to visit the Forbidden City that the market places in. William is also here and can now fulfill a wish of his own to meet a local by greeting young Timushi Okami, daughter of Iso Okami. Timushi and Iso Okami are both patron supporters in the naming rights tier. Sanat, meanwhile, keeps running for just a little while longer to advance his athletic skill to level 5, fulfilling yet another wish, just as William enters the general merchant store to purchase the local incense holder, this one a flat mood booster, very useful, and the training dummy, an item he wished to purchase. With no further wishes to complete, his part in this adventure is also already over again. We can now send him back home, while Sanat and Yooni remain here in Shang Simla. Speaking of Sanat, his role today is once again mostly that of photographer, the marketplace here his first subject. Yooni, by the way, has entered the grounds of the Martial Arts Academy and is currently working on her wish to break 100 boards, 30 more to go, enough time for Sanat to bike over to the nearby Scholar's Garden, another subject in the Architecture and Buildings collection. The academy itself is too, and capturing it was also a wish of his, and while he's here we can also quickly snap a picture of someone practicing with the dummy. Then it's time for a quick shower, while we wait for Yooni to break board number 100, but going 5 at a time she makes quick progress. At this point then, we want to explore another feature of the new martial arts skill, ranked sparring tournaments. These work very similarly to how the chess tournament works in the base game. When a sim visits Shang Simla, they can call their next ranked opponent for a match, and if they win, they will advance to the next contender. At martial arts skill level 7, Yooni might actually still be the underdog, but it's worth a try, I think. While we wait for Michelle Wong, we can take a few more pictures, first of Yooni practicing chess, and then of her fishing. We also have enough time for Yooni to fulfill a wish to meditate, while Sanat can just barely snap a picture of Michelle and her husband John Wong, both named after Patreon supporters by the way, to fulfill the requirements of the Lovers in China photo. Yooni then walks over to greet Michelle, a person she previously did not know, thus also completing the wish to meet a local, and a few moments later the two begin sparring, captured by Sanat as part of the Sims in Motion collection. Unfortunately though, Michelle gets the better of Yooni, so it looks like we will need to train a bit more. First of all though, let's hit the shower while Sanat is reading to pass the time. Eventually then, the two of them leave the premises again. Sanat can snap a quick picture of Yooni's bicycle for the Around Town collection, and then we're finally making our way over to the Dragon Cave. A few gems and metals can be collected along the path, including a valuable piece of platinum, before the two reach the Dragon Cave's entrance, where Sanat can take another, admittedly not all that nice looking picture to complete another travel collection subject. Only 2 more are left at this point. And with that, I think it's time that we enter.
Cool. That's a snap. Aha! No wonder. Oh. Ah.
Down the stairs, our 2 adventurers find themselves in an almost cozy wooden environment, not at all cave-like, and there is plenty to explore in this first room. Let's begin by pulling a statue out of the way. Sanat can capture the moment as part of the Sims in Motion collection. Yooni runs up ahead to investigate a hidden door. Sanat collects some ancient coins, and by unlocking the secret mechanism, both our young adventurers get a wish fulfilled and can head into the room behind. More ancient coins in here, and another obvious hidden door leading back out on the other side, and going through, yet another door is swiftly found. Ancient coins and a rock pile in this room, Sanat is quick to clear it and becomes a rubble excavator in the process, earning a nice speed boost to all further piles. A hole in the ground then unlocks another secret room leading off of this one, but before we investigate it, we return to where we started. Sanat can fulfill another wish by snapping a panorama photo of Yooni pushing a statue, and then the 2 of them can go to sleep inside the tomb here, fulfilling their last wish of the day. On the next morning then, after a quick pemmican breakfast, we loot what appears to be an old library. Yooni grabs some relics from a treasure chest as well as a silver ingot from the table, while Sanat has already identified yet another hidden door. Some stairs lead into a chamber below, not much in here apart from ancient coins and another door, this one leading Yooni towards a lovely pile of treasure assembled around several statues. We are still not done finding secrets though. Sanat opens one more door in the corner, and now we finally get some resemblance of the cave bit, plenty of rock piles and sarcophagi. Entering the room is not going to put us face to face with a mummy though, so it is safe to start chipping away at the rocks and to open the sarcophagi for treasure. Doing so also fulfills a wish for Sanat, while Yooni has 2 wishes fulfilled simultaneously a short while later, as Sanat finds a valuable Chinese vase worth over 600 simoleons. So keep this in mind when exploring a tomb together. Anything any of your Sims find is counted towards these wishes. It's not a per Sim individual counter. Yooni here then has a slightly worrying-looking encounter with the last sarcophagus, but exits unscathed as far as we can see. And at this point, our two adventurers can finally return to that room they started in and leave this long hidden section of the Dragon Cave behind. And they will in fact also leave the Dragon Cave itself behind very shortly, as behind the door heading deeper into the tomb there is only a pile of ancient coins, and another door. Opening it gives Yooni a vision of a mummy battling another adventurer. Quite the foreshadowing stuff that, and enough to complete this part of the quest we're on, although before we report back to Kuhao Yid, Sanat unlocks a hidden door with some treasure behind, and Yooni collects a few valuables herself by poking around the holes in the wall. Now, the door leading deeper into the tomb here requires a keystone that we do not have at the moment, so the best we can do is grab the valuables in this room, mostly ancient coins, and then attempt to get Yooni singed by having her jump over the fire trap here. With a martial arts skill of 7 though, she is more than capable of avoiding the flames, and this also deactivates the trap. The other two cannot be crossed at all. Now, I had hoped for her to get singed here for another photo opportunity, but it seems we'll have to complete that another time. For now, Sanat deactivates all traps and opens one last room by standing on the pressure plate, revealing what is for now our final treasure chest with more ancient coins inside. And with that, it is time to leave the Dragon Cave for now. Don't worry, we will come back here, but it may take a while. While Yooni runs off to report to Kuhao, Sanat collects some more metals along the path, mercury, gold and silver. Soon after, he also fulfills a wish of his to visit the Scholar's Garden, and with that, his participation in this adventure is about to end as well now. Scheduling the trip back home will in fact complete one more wish of his, and from here on out, it's up to Yooni all by herself.
Sipsy. Dib web.
She has reached Kuhao and can now report her strange vision, resulting in the special merchant telling her to bring him 2 pieces of platinum to construct a vision statue to better understand what she saw. That should be an easy quest to fulfill. We already have 1 piece in our inventory already. I gave everything that Sanat collected to Yooni, but first let's fulfill her wish to meditate, before we then venture out on a small collecting spree. While we only need 1 more piece, platinum is a decent moneymaker at around 300 simoleons per piece of ore, and there is plenty marked on the map, allowing us to hit a few spots where several pieces can be found. Eventually, in the evening, Yooni collects the last piece. She now has 11 of them in her inventory. Time for a quick bite to eat and to return to Kuhao. Unfortunately though, the special merchant is heading home just as Yooni arrives back at the market, but that's quite alright, I'd say. We'll just put up our tent right here and head off to bed. Yooni is pretty tired already anyway. Very early on the following morning then, we pay Kuhao a visit at his home and hand over the platinum. In exchange, we are rewarded with money, visa points, ancient coins, and the next part of the quest, he now needs 3 pieces of lapis. Conveniently, Yooni already found 2 in the Dragon Cave, a 3rd one is right nearby, and so she can return to Kuhao just a few minutes later with all that is needed. Well, looks like one more thing is still missing, a common quality relic to finish the statue. Thanks to our trip into the Dragon Cave, however, we already have that, and can turn it over to the special merchant right away. And there we go, that's the quest chain completed, in a sense at least. For the time being, we get no further quests and can pursue other opportunities instead, but the Dragon Cave quest line has of course only just begun, and will continue as soon as Yooni reaches visa level 2. As you can see, she is not far off, so let's head back to base camp and take a look at the adventuring board, where a demand for jade promises a quick and easy quest to hopefully get her above the threshold. You may recall that we already completed this one with William a while back. It is one of the few repeatable opportunities, and with 3 pieces of jade right next to each other here, it should be quickly completed. There's also a few other bits of interest in the area, mostly quartz and a relic excavation site, the reason why Yooni has not yet taken a shower despite smelling horribly, as digging for treasure brings down the hygiene bar quite severely. Finding another valuable Chinese vase then completes 2 wishes. The last bit of jade, meanwhile, is found well hidden below the rock wall here, and with everything collected, Yooni can return to Kuhao, currently to be found at the Martial Arts Academy. Handing over the gems then earns her some cash as well as Visa Level 2, a good reason to speak to Kuhao again now, as the special merchant now has a few more items for sale. Of particular interest is the Master Thief's Coin, an item only sold in Shang Simla, and one of the things you should prioritize to get the most out of your adventuring. Having this in a Sim's inventory will boost the amount of ancient coins they find in piles and chests, and the neat thing is it can be transferred between household members, so grabbing it only once is sufficient. With a shower sorely needed, we spend a few more moments practicing the martial arts skill to get it up to level 8, advancing Yooni to a brown belt, and hopefully preparing her a bit better for sparring tournaments in the future. A few minutes of meditation fulfill another wish, then it's time for the shower, a bite to eat, and a return to the adventuring board. We accept the Pilgrim's Walk, part 2 of the Dragon Cave questline, as Yooni now needs to take the newly crafted meditation statue to various places on the map, starting with the Scholar's Garden. This is actually a very easy quest chain to complete. It only takes a little time. As soon as the location is reached, the next destination is revealed. With the vision yet unclear, the next stop is the Temple of Heaven, where the vision sadly remains blurry, so we are sent back to the Dragon Cave. Here the vision is clearer, and we don't even need to go inside. Its contents, however, are not revealed to us, but we know that a hungry and tired Yooni needs to speak to Kuhao urgently, so that is exactly what we do next.
Wabi swords. Joshin. Market Joshin.
And just like that, the second part of the Dragon Cave questline is already complete. We are handsomely rewarded and will continue this adventure very soon. But with Yooni about to collapse from tiredness, I think it's time to wrap up her day, and with that, this episode, right on Kuhao's property. Beneath the apple trees, we make the cuts. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would be very happy if you could leave a thumbs up. And if you like what I'm doing and want to support me and my channel further, then you can go ahead and subscribe to stay up to date, grab some merch over on shop.petecomplete.com, or become a channel member or Patreon supporter. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.